It's one of those you just hate as a coach because you had it dialed up. I mean, you had the perfect play, but and again, we talk about minimizing those mistakes, being fundamentally sound, and you have to be able to do that, particularly when you're backed up in your own territory. And now you're going to give Oak Grove a big advantage here. You got to stay out of these second down and longs and third and longs, and here you're looking at second and 14.
Second and 14 now. Lafard's back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Good snap this time. Here comes a host of Panthers. He's got a man. It's Goff. Goff with the ball across the 25. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage and a few. We'll see where they're going to mark it, about the 27. So it's going to be third down, manageable, and 8.
And that time the Cardinals did a pretty good job picking up the pressure. A little six-man rush there by Oak Grove, and Cardinals had it pretty well picked up. I mean, it wasn't a perfect pocket, but Camden still was able to get the ball out pretty quick there. And unfortunately, that would have gone for first down had you not been in that second and 14. Now you're third and 8. Screen.
Screen this time, and it is Oliver. Oliver with the ball gets to the 30, but no go after that.
Wow. Well defended there. Luke Shart's on the tackle, and you just got to tip your cap to him. He knew it was coming. A little bit too much of a telegraph there, and he just kind of sitting right in the middle. That's what a linebacker has to do when he's playing a screen. Just kind of sit there and wait and get off the block. And that time, Cardinals just couldn't put a hat on him to block him. So I like the play call, though. I mean, that's a good play to try and run on a third and long, but Oak Grove, to their credit, they were in position and got the stop.
Again, one of the advantages of being the coach's kid, you get to watch a lot of film.
Good point, absolutely, and that's a high football IQ play, no doubt, to be able to defend a screen like that and sniff that out.
Lafard's with a great kick, still getting a Clinton bounce as they go down. Going to be about the 24-yard line. It's going to be down by the Cardinals.
Got a good punt there. That gives them at least a deeper field to work with right here. So it's going to give the Clinton defense a little bit more of a luxury, I think, to maybe get a little aggressive, possibly with some pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming on that kick if you watched. And luckily the upback took out the rushers coming in. But if Lafard's waited another second, he might have got that block. So it's going to be first and 10 for the Panthers. Ball spotted on the 24-yard line, I believe. Charts once again in shotgun. Oak Grove moved, but no flag on the penalty. Looked like the right tackle moved. So it is going to be second down. Gain of about, we'll call it 4, second and 6 for the Panthers. In the shotgun once again, here comes the rush. Oh, and he had Cardinals in his face.
He did, and that definitely, he got a little jumpy there. There was way too much mustard on the pass. So good pressure there through the middle. Stamper, one of the initial defenders, getting through there. So right now, Clinton getting off the ball pretty well. And Oak Grove, they haven't picked him up as crisply these last few plays. And here's where this is a good defensive down right here. 3rd and 7. And we'll see if they stay with just a 4-man rush. I believe so here. Well, no, they're coming late, going to bring 6.
He's got man in his face. He's pedaling for his life. Almost finds a man open right through his hands. Well defended, though, by the 7 for the Cardinals. That is Preston Lynch.
Very good pressure there. A little delayed pressure. You know, they waited till the last second. Timing was good there to bring that off the edge with thought. And then, as you said, Lynch in on the pressure. So good stop again. Cardinals get off the field quickly that time on the defensive side.
4th down. They're going to be kicking for Oak Grove. Man deep. That is Barnhart, I believe, for the Cardinals. Back at his 30. Snap is away. Brings the kick. Good kick coming this way. Going to take a bounce. Nobody from the Cardinals going to get around. It's going to be about the 35-yard line. So a good start for the Cardinals. They call it the 34, so it's going to be first and 10 from the 34-yard line. Thank you once again. A great night for football right here, Spencer.
Oh yeah, very pleasant, very humid last week. I mean, it was like where did fall go? But tonight definitely feels more like fall weather and very comfortable for the fans as well.
It's going to be first and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 34-yard line. Come up. Lafarge in the shotgun. He's got one man in the backfield with him. That is the one of Oliver. Lafarge takes the snap. Oliver with the hand. It's a misdirection play, and it's Barnhart. And he gets a first down and more. He is near midfield.
Very nice little play there. First time we've seen that little double reverse, and Barnhart running real tight there in behind Oliver. So nice play, and the edge was wide open. I mean, it sucked the entire middle of the Oak Grove defense in. So very good play design and big yards.
Maury with a good function there. Let's see if he can do it again. Lafarge at the 49-yard line. Low snap once again. Passes off. Barnhart with a good catch. He's in Oak Grove territory at the 45. It's going to be second down. Call it 4.
Barnhart's been the primary receiver these first couple ball games for Clinton, and he's really done a pretty good job. And he looks comfortable running over the middle and to the outside. I really think he's got the ability to have diverse routes out there, and that's just going to open up more windows for Lafarge to get him the football.
Second down. Call it 4 for the Cardinals. Cardinals now snapping away. Oliver with the ball. He is across the 45. And just barely, so a gain, short gain on there. It's going to bring up third down, 3.5.
This is what you want to be in right here. You feel like you can definitely run the football if you want, and this is where just gives you that luxury as a coach. We'll see what they want to do, but I'd be looking for maybe an inside zone here to Oliver.
Third down, trip receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Oliver back in the backfield. Is
Slant.
Barnhart, or no, it is the 3 of Petrie. Petrie with the ball and a touchdown. Clinton Cardinals.
That works too, just a little slant. I mean, nothing fancy about that, and Petrie just goes off and leaves everybody.
He got hit in the open, and Petrie with the ball turned around, almost tackled by the Panther. He
Yeah.
made a spin move and off to the races he was.
Yeah, they were playing man, and once he got by that first guy, there's no help on the backside. So what a great play that is, dialed up there in the middle, and that's just a safe passing route. Didn't expect that to go for what, almost 30 yards there, over 30 yards for a touchdown. So a huge strike for Clinton.
Gillis kick is up,
Oh,
hit the post.
the doink. That's what you call the doink, right off that right,
Yep.
yeah, the right post, and just a little bit of breeze. He was kicking with the breeze, so just unfortunate right there.
6-3 is the score. But your Clinton Cardinals are in the lead here tonight. 2:51 left to go in this first quarter. Spencer, Cardinals came to play.
Yeah, I think you definitely like the way they've started, minus the one fumble. I mean, they've been fine, so you can't shake your head at all about the start to this game. And this is where you feel like I think speed-wise they're going to be pretty even with this Oak Grove team. Again, they don't have blazing speed, they don't have huge size, so that's got to give you some confidence if you're Clinton. They haven't scored a lot of points either in their previous games. Oak Grove hasn't. So I think, again, a lot of football left, but you've got to find a way to maintain this. But I like the way they're finishing drives. But right there, that was not a long drive. That was just a quick strike. What was that, 4 plays, I think, and then you hit the slant for a huge touchdown run.
Absolutely.
And those are not routes you typically expect to go for that much yardage, let alone a touchdown. But hey, all it takes is one missed tackle.
Got to be great confidence for the Cardinals.
No doubt.
Kick is up and away. Deep man is back, gets it about the 11-yard line, brings it up across the 20, and he is tripped up by 21. That is Connor Bramwell.
Yeah, nice form tackle there. Connor broke down. That's not easy. You're flying down the field as a special teams guy. You got to be able to sometimes stop on a dime to be able to make that kind of a tackle, and with all your momentum going forward. So he did a good job there. But this is where now, as you said, Doug, the confidence builder for the defense. Your offense did their job, and that's where you got to get that trade off. Defense stop, offense comes down, score, then that's going to give the defense some added momentum as well, more confidence.
Ball spotted on the 23, a handoff to the back coming across. That is the 7 of Lindsay. That is the 4, Westendorf on the stop. Going to be second down. Call it 6 for the for the Panthers in their own territory. Ball on about the 26, 27-yard line. Handoff once again gets across the 30. Lindsay once again the carrier. Brought down by Westendorf and the 59. That is Landon Stamper.
And so far, I just like the way Clinton's showing that they can hold their own in between the tackles. I mentioned it earlier. They had to come out tonight and prove that they could stop the running game. And so far, they really have, and have done it mainly just with a four-man front.
Third down. Handoff once again, and he is going to be near a first down. Looks like it's good. They're going to be getting the spot. They said move him. There it is. Another first down for Oak Grove. 34-yard line. A good stop. Almost not enough. Sharks once again. Now with Troop in the backfield, in the shotgun. Man in motion coming across. He stops on the right side. Handoff. This time Sharks still with the ball. Looks downfield. And a catch, diving catch. Well defended by the Cardinals' number 9, Barnhart.
Now sliding grab there by Noah Spencer, and you're right, it's pretty good coverage, but you got to tip your cap. That time Shart's out of the pocket. First time we've seen him throw on the run like that, and almost didn't get it out there. He didn't quite have enough on it, but Noah Spencer kind of bailed him out there to make that big play. Biggest play from scrimmage for Oak Grove so far.
Lindsay, nothing doing. Cardinal defense stiffens up. Carter on the stop. Eli Carter with the stop for the Cardinals. He had friends with him bring up second down and 9 for the Panthers. Panthers now in Cardinal territory. 30 seconds left to play in this first quarter. Lindsay once again brings it to the near side. Good block in front of him. Tries to go up the sideline and does. He's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that time, unfortunately, they ran to the opposite side of the blitz because you had Landon Stamper. He came on a rush, pretty good rush. He wasn't blocked, came through there, and then had to, you could see, chase him down from the backside. So had that play gone the other way, I think Stamper's right there to make the play, but that's just good play design by Oak Grove.
Lindsay again through the heart of the defense. He gets upended by 21. That is Connor Bramble. But not before a first down. 7 seconds left to play. Will they get one off? And no, they will not.
And our play clock, they told us before the game, is not functioning tonight, so they're keeping that on the field. So we won't be able to give you a countdown. We'll have to rely on the signal from the official if they get a delay game.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Your Cardinals 6, Oak Grove 3. We'll come back with second quarter right after this.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
And welcome back. Second quarter. It is the Cardinals 6, the Oak Grove Panthers 3 on the road with the second quarter call. Spencer Edwards.
Hey, thank you very much, Doug. And pretty good start here for the Cardinals, out to their first lead of the season this early in the ball game at 6-3. So last couple series really good for the defense as well. A couple big stops for the Cardinal defense on some third downs. And now, though, Oak Grove moving the football here a little bit on this drive. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Clinton 24. Looking to pass here, moving right. Sharts loads up, goes deep, right corner, end zone. It's knocked down. Boy, that was just a split second late on the throw, but a great play by Preston Lynch to knock that down as he was looking for Noah Spencer there in that back corner.
Yeah, Lynch did a great job, broke that up, was right there at the perfect time. Otherwise, that would have been 6.
Oh boy, and that was, he tried to fit that one in there. That's one of those you try to drop in the basket, and we just had a penalty on that as well, Doug. I did not
see who it's on. Looks like it's going to go against Oak Grove.
I didn't get the signal there though.
10 yards must have been a holding.
Must had to have been, yeah. So all the way back to about the 34 and a half.
Yeah, that's the problem with rolling that quarterback out like that and that long.
Right. Yeah, you're susceptible to a hold, no doubt. And that occurred there. So the Panthers now looking at a 1st and 20 from the Clinton 34, inside handoff right up the middle. And not a lot doing. They've done a very nice job in between the tackles. That Clinton front, very good so far, as Lindsey maybe a yard on that carry.
Yeah, great job by the Cardinals on the defense. Not much give up. Hopefully they're going to get stingy again. 2nd down for Panthers.
Stamper on that tackle brings up 2nd down and 20. So no gain on that play for Lindsey. As they're going to spread the Cardinals out here again, but it's been mostly run out of these spread formations for Oak Grove. Sharts looking to throw. Oh, and a horrible pass trying to get it out to Lindsey, and he just overshoots his target there. Just a little dump-off pass, but could not get the connection with the pressure.
Don't know if that was the case of alligator arms. Looked like he could have reached out and actually got that pass.
I think so, yeah, and also didn't hurt, had the footsteps there in his face, but that's one of those simple short throws you got to be able to make. So it's 3rd and 20. Great opportunity here for the Clinton defense again to get off the field. They're going to bring a little pressure. 6-man rush. Sharts into traffic. Oh, and he fits it in as he throws a dart out to the 20-yard line. Noah Spencer makes the catch. Still going to be short of the first, though. So we'll see what Oak Grove wants to do.
4th and 5 for the Panthers.
Going to be an interesting call here, Douglas, and I don't know. I think they're going to kick the field goal.
Looks like their field goal is coming out.
And yes, it is, as they had a 25-yarder earlier in the first quarter from Diego Perez. So he's got a nice leg, and he's going to try one here from about the 19-yard line.
Looks like a rush coming from the Cardinals.
Low snap, kick up. Oh, and he's got it right down the middle. Man, that's a weapon at the high school level if you've got a good kicker, and they certainly do. So Perez has notched both of the field goals for Oak Grove, and we are knotted at 6 with 10:23 left in the first half. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout here, and we'll be back right after this on the Radford Media app.
Hey Cardinal fans! Get the latest Clinton Cardinals gear at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. They have all the cool fits to show your support with t-shirts, polos, hoodies, Cardinal backpacks, and more. Look the part when you cheer on your Cardinals. They offer screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Stop in and browse the large selection at their new location on the east side of the downtown square, 116 South Main Street in Clinton. C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing is where you can make an impression. Online at csquaredclinton.com. Go Cardinals!
Back here at Panther Stadium, Spencer Edwards, Doug Neff, Aiden Jones on the camera. Glad you could be with us here tonight. MRVC West action, and we got a good one so far as Perez boots this one into the end zone. I knew he probably could hit the end zone, the kind of leg he's got. He just was short on a previous one, but that one, no problems getting it in there as he just kicked a 30-yard field goal a moment ago to tie the game. But the Cardinal defense so far, pretty strong. We've seen the Clinton offense move the football a couple of times, and of course punched in that big touchdown to Petrie on a little slant route pass.
They didn't get a chance to say hi to the grandkids, so usually do that during opening. So.
Cardinals back out here on offense. It'll be Lafarge out of the gun, Oliver off the right side, and nothing as the Panthers, the orange wall out there surrounded, and that's going to be a loss on that play.
Yeah, tough defense again by the Oak Grove Panthers. as they're getting ready to stand up, they, I'm sure, have heard it on the sideline.
For sure. For sure. So lost a couple. 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals. 9:55 to go before the half. Trips to that near side. You got Thought out there, bottom of your screen. Slant. Oh, and it's up in the air. He went up with one hand, and that was a mistake. Can't do that. Got to try to go up with two hands, but Peyton Goff tried to one-hand it, and it cost him. Popped straight up in the air, and it's intercepted by the Panthers. So that's the second turnover tonight, Doug, for the Cardinals. The fumble earlier, which they got the field goal off of, and now, though, you turn it over again deep in your own territory.
Yeah, LaFarge, not common, but just a hair off of target.
Yeah, a little behind him, but that's still where I just want to see Goff go up. You know, you got to try to get two hands up if you can, because that you're just so much more susceptible to going up with just one. That ball pops up off your hand, and that defender is going to have a clear shot at it, and that's what happened, unfortunately. So Sharts now looking to throw, steps up, moving to his left. They flush him towards the sideline. Good job by Fought to force him out, but he does get some positive yardage.
Just on the other side of the 20-yard line.
Yep, close to the first down, but that will put him just inside the red zone at about the 19 with a 4-yard gain.
Well defended. That's why shots had to take off.
That's a good job by Fought, no doubt. He was kind of the spy there on Sharps as they motioned the fullback across the formation. Lindsey, off right tackle, trying to cut it back, runs into his own man at about the 15, and they drag him down right there. I think he's still shy of the stick.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
At least by 3, maybe 4 yards.
Got to get to the 14-yard line to make the first down.
Excellent play by Will Golder making that tackle for the Cardinals.
Again, they know if they have fourth down, they got a field goal.
For sure. So we'll see if the Cardinals, it'd be a victory here for them, though, if they could hold them to another field goal. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, but flags are out. Laundry on the field, and
I believe it's going to go against Oak Grove motion.
Indeed it is. Yeah, another false start. Boy, that's their third false start tonight. So Coach Shart's not happy with the penalty situation. Cardinals just have the one penalty, but they are down in the turnover battle, though. Cardinals a couple turnovers, and Oak Grove has not. But now would be the time for a turnover if you're Clinton's defense, for sure. So 8:59 to go in the half.
Anytime's a good time.
That's true. Absolutely. Spread set again. Cardinals show pressure. 4 wide receivers in the formation, and the give is off the left side, searching for yards, and he's going to have some, but not the first down as they give it to the fullback, Logan Pittman.
Pittman looked like a load to try to bring down.
Yeah, and I can remember him from last year, too. He gave the Cardinals fits in that game at Clinton a year ago, had a big game against them, I think 4 touchdowns, but has been a non-factor tonight. And here we go, another field goal attempt.
Speaking of factors.
Yeah, no doubt. Perez certainly the X factor already in this game, trying to break the tie. And this is a little closer in. I think last one was from about the 19. This is from the 17, and it is perfect. Man, so Perez, 3 field goals. When's the last time we've seen that, Doug?
Yeah, it's been a while.
3 field goals in a half is unheard of.
You know, Spence, I'm going to guess he
at
probably
this
played
level.
soccer.
I would say so. I would say so. So that gives the Panthers the 3-point edge, 8:08 to go before the half, and we'll be back after this timeout.
Your loved one needs in-home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. And they're Medicaid approved in 15 counties, from Dade County to Jackson, over to Cooper County, and all in between. Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care accepts private pay, private insurance, and now Medicaid for home and community-based services. Call anytime at 417-644-0032. Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care.
Welcome back. 8:08 left here in our first half. And boy, interesting half, Doug. 9-6. I did not predict this at all. 3 field goals for Oak Grove, and there's another booming kick as Perez hits the end zone. It'll come out to the 20.
Yeah, Perez not going to give Barnhart the opportunity for a return. I don't know if that's planned. They did the first one. I think that was planned. He came up a little bit short, and they got a decent return out of it. I think they decided to just kick in the end zone.
I think part of that, too, is just he's got a good enough leg to kick it over his head. That's the other part of it. So we definitely have not seen a kicker like him this year, but he's a good one. So the Cardinals bring it out to the 20, down by 3. Trip stack set on the right. We got movement all over the place.
Not for sure where they. I saw Oak Grove, but they may have been drawn off.
We shall see. Boy, that was.
And it's going against the Cardinals.
I was going to say that whole front of Oak Grove was offside, but you were right. They were drawn off, and that's going to back them up. Here's where you got to be very careful. This deep field can hurt you. You've got to be fundamentally sound. And
nope, I stand corrected.
Man, they changed it there. They go to the 25, so they do say Oak Grove was offside.
Lafarge switched that cadence.
Just enough. Sometimes it doesn't take much. 1st and 5. And here's Lafarge on the keeper and trying to twist his way, but I think he's going to be just shy.
Yeah, Ken, and they definitely. I don't understand running your quarterback.
Yeah.
You kind of got to keep him healthy.
Yeah, it's a kind of a catch-22 because Camden's got the legs, the mobility, and the other thing, we've seen him run the option quite a bit, so they're pretty comfortable with him running. But you're right, you got to watch that. You can't go to the well one too many times in a situation like that. The 2nd and 2 here, and they're going to bring 4. Lafarge with a clean pocket, good pass out in the flat, and there is Goff. 1st down and more down the sideline, showing some speed over the 40 and all the way down to about the 36. 1st down and more. Big time pass play. And that's just, again, simple stuff, Doug, out in the flat. Goff runs by 2 defenders, and kind of similar to that slant we saw earlier that went for a big touchdown run.
Got him out there in the flat. He did the rest.
New set of downs, and here's Oliver through the middle. Nice gain up over the 35, about to the 33.
Now they're starting to look at that pass and sneaking away from that front and give Oliver the opportunity.
Yeah, this opens up your playbook a little bit. You can establish the run, keep them honest there. It's going to give you more opportunities in the passing game as well. 2nd and 3 from the 33. Oh, ball is out. I think they tried to reverse that. Oliver, he was trying to hand that off to Goff, and it was almost a disaster as Lafarge, very fortunate.
They got it back.
To fall on that football. They got it back at about the 41.
Lost.
Very, very risky right there. Could have been a big-time disaster. It would have been the 3rd Clinton turnover, but Lafarge alertly able to fall on it. Gives them a second life here, but now you're looking at a 3rd down and 11 at the 41. And they're showing some pressure. Going to bring 4, and they go slant, quick route over the middle. Petrie makes the catch. Nice grab with the defender right on top of him, and he goes down short of the stick at the 35.
Defender was not going to get fooled again because Petrie was the one with the score. Just spun, move, and out. He was gone.
Big 4th down here. We'll see what they want to do. Coach Mowry looks like going to keep the troops on the field. 5:45 to go in the 1st half, and they will go for it. Big play here. 4th and 5 from the 35. Lafarge, look out, and he is sacked all the way back at the 43. Wow.
Spencer, not for sure if that would have been the way I would have went, because you had an opportunity to pin them really deep in their own territory.
I think part of it, too, he liked the rhythm of the drive and just trying to keep your offense on the field there. And that's kind of one of those, it's such a tough call because you're kind of in between there. It's kind of no man's land. You're not deep enough to where it's really safe, but yet you're not as far back to where you feel like, oh, we have to punt. So that's just a tough decision to make on that spot with the field position there. And unfortunately, Cardinals give up the sack, so now Oak Grove back out there with all 3 timeouts. Still plenty of time to work with in the half. 5:30 to go. Lindsey right up the gut, and he's going to have, I believe, a 1st down into Clinton territory.
Made one man miss as he kind of jumped him and then got further and got just enough for a 1st down.
Gain of 10 to move the chains.
Yeah, on that 4th down, too, they brought the house.
They did. Yeah, definitely were expecting pass, and that allowed the defense to dial back and bring some extra rushers. So the Cardinal defense is going to be called upon to try to come up with another stop here before the half. Four-man front, going to bring four, and it'll be Lindsey. Not much. Pretty good pursuit. Well, gets a little bit extra there, maybe a yard
That was
after
all
the.
Lindsey
Yeah,
there,
it was. Kept the legs going after the initial pile, and gets maybe 5 there.
Fought with the tackle, the stop. Finally brought him down.
And again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. We appreciate their support. We want to thank Compass Health Network, Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care, C-Squared Embroidery Screen Printing, Greg Smith, Ford Lincoln, Integrity Floors, and Hawthorne Bank. Second down, 5 to go at the 42. And look out through the middle, Noah Spencer, first down across the 35 near the Cardinal 30.
Great job by Spencer, the halfback.
First time we've seen him carry the football tonight, Doug. He's been lined up as a receiver, but they shift him there in the backfield, and Pittman, pretty nice block there for Oak Grove up front to spring that play open.
Panther in on that stop.
Timeout called by the Cardinals. So we'll step aside here as well. 4:13 left to go in the first half. Cardinals trail. We'll be back after this.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
And welcome back to Oak Grove. Still in the timeout here, 4:13 left to play. Oak Grove ahead, 9-6 in the score. But man, Cardinals showing some spunk here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an even game, no question, and it's more of a defensive game. And I don't think, I said earlier, I would not have predicted Oak Grove would have kicked 3 field goals already. But they do not have a touchdown, so the Cardinal defense in that regard so far pitching a shutout.
Fullback.
And there he is. That is Pittman across the 30. Up near the 25. He will be short of the stick.
Yeah, it looked like 21. Brought him down. Connor Bramble tripped him up.
Brings up second down and 6. Cardinal defense trying to hold him out of the end zone here before the half. 3:46 to go. They're going to shift Pittman over to the right side there, right in the middle, out of the slot. Spencer in the slot on that near side. And Shart to throw out in the flat. It is caught, but an excellent tackle out in the flat, and that is
Bramble.
Barnhart.
Oh, Barnhart.
Yeah, Brody Barnhart, perfect tackle. That's how you draw it up right there. One-on-one, man pressure. He's got to make that play, and he did. And now another third down, 3rd and 6 at the 29.
Yeah, Barnhart didn't make that stop. It would have been 6.
Long count for Shart. Hands off Lindsey through the middle, weaving his way first down to the 20. So they're able to convert on the 3rd down, and a new set of downs for the Panthers coming up.
Man, he looked like a pinball weaving his way around.
Yeah, not real smooth. He just kind of searching for room, but it's not one of those put your head down style runs, but hey, it worked. Cardinals sub fought off there. So they bring in a replacement for him. They put Golder, I think they're inside linebacker. On 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught for the touchdown. Boy, they dial up the pass, and the tight end reels it in. That is Brady Keenan with the touchdown, and they just lost the assignment there, Doug. 84 got behind Keenan, and man, a perfect throw from Sharts. 15-6. Panthers add to the lead.
Yeah, Brady with a great catch. Almost looked like Brady on the NFL, only wrong position.
And the extra point coming up. And Perez has been perfect so far. 3 field goals prior to that touchdown, and now kicking his first PAT, and that is good. So a late touchdown. The cannon goes off here at Oak Grove. About to jump out of the press box.
I was
there.
going to say, wasn't expecting that.
Was not expecting that either. And it's a 16-6 lead now. We'll go ahead and just keep it here.
That was the first touchdown by Oak Grove.
Indeed, and that was one of those where, again, you're playing man, nobody up over the top, and you just lost the assignment there on the tight end, and he was able to sneak in behind him on that, and it looked like at first Sharp was maybe going to overthrow him just a little bit, but he extended out, and Brady Keenan, to his credit, the senior tight end, making the catch.
So, yep, looks like it's going to be kickoff by Oak Grove. 2:33 left to play. Still time for the Cardinals to go down and score.
Cardinals, I believe, they got 2 timeouts left, so Oak Grove still has all 3. And Perez, see if he can put this one in the end zone, and he does, as Barnhart just watches it sail over his head, and they'll bring it out to the 20.
Great foot, and again, like you said, what a great weapon to have if you're a high school team.
No question. And if this is a close game late and he comes on, you definitely have the confidence, you would imagine, for him to kick a game-winning field goal, which is rare. You just don't see a lot of really good, pure kickers at the high school level anymore, Doug.
Absolutely.
And I remember the kid from Warrensburg. He's definitely a big-time kicker as well. So there are a few, but it's just not as common as it used to be. As they go to the air, slant right side, and Foot makes the catch, and nobody behind him. It's a foot race to the end zone. That's going to the house, and no flags as the Cardinals return the favor, and it's another slant, Doug. Man coverage, slant, boom, one guy, he beats him, and there's nobody on the backside.
No spin move this time.
No.
By Vaught, just straight speed down. I keep thinking, what if we had Jake Wilson? Or Jace Wilson?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the Cardinals have had no problems getting behind this Oak Grove defense. And that goes for what, 50?
That was from the 20.
Was it from the 20? Man, that's unbelievable.
I believe that was an 80-yard
80-yard run. And that's one of those, again, I just can't believe they didn't have any safety help over the top there, especially when the Cardinals had scored on a slant like that earlier. Oh, and another doink. Another doink.
He hit the other side.
I know. Unfortunately, Peyton Gillis knocks off the left upright, so that keeps it at 16-12. And I think, unfortunately for the Cardinals, we see the difference in the kicking game right now. Oak Grove has that advantage. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout and be back after this on the Radford BDF.
Fishing for a good deal? You're in luck. At Greg Smith Ford, we have a great selection of inventory in stock, all priced to sell. Reel in the savings like 1.9% financing for 72 months on select new Ford models. Or shop our large selection of pre-owned inventory. In fact, we're known for having the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. We inspect every vehicle meticulously before putting it up for sale. Stop by today or visit us online at gregsmithford.com to view our full inventory.
Back at Panther Stadium with 2:21 to go. Kind of a crazy half here, as seen a couple Clinton touchdowns, 3 field goals for Oak Grove and a touchdown, and right now the difference in the game is that last score from Oak Grove, as the Cardinals did score but couldn't get the PAT, and now on the return.
Oh, I thought he lost the ball.
Yeah, ball is out to the 31. Getting a little jumpy there.
I was ready to go.
That would have been nice had it been out, but not the case. So Oak Grove will start the drive, and they do have all 3 timeouts. So you got to be careful here if you're Clinton, and you don't want to give up a drive right here at the end of the half.
2 and change left to go, and I'm thinking for the rest of the quarter or rest of the half, you're going to see a lot of ground and pound. And
I do believe Cardinals get the ball to start the second half. So that's why this series is very important. The Cardinals can hold them out of the end zone. They are right in this ball game. See how aggressive the Panthers get here on this drive. They go out in the flat, caught by Pittman, shakes out of one, shakes out of two, and he's loose. Down the sideline looking for a block. He's got a blocker in front, and he actually runs into him. Lindsey was trying to block the last defender there, which was Bramble, but it's still a huge chunk play, Doug, for Pittman.
Goff knocked him out of bounds, but he got blocked into it.
He did. He sure did, and that's where, man, that was one block away. So, again, nothing fancy. Both teams have hit just short little pass plays out in the flat for big yards, Doug. That's just a little out route by the fullback, no less. Pittman, not even a true wide receiver, but that time he looked like one there. And now it's 1st and goal. So just like that, Oak Grove threatening late here in the first half, about 1:50 to go before the break. And they go under center, I formation. Lindsey, he's nailed right at about the 10.
Swallowed.
Mercy, that is Landon Stamper.
Yep.
You said it perfectly, just swallowed him up, and that's a loss. Loss of a yard, so to the 11, it's 2nd and goal.
Looked like she made in on that too.
They're going to go power set again here. I formation, Pittman the fullback, Lindsey the tailback. Shard under center. And they go off left tackle. Lindsey cuts it back a little bit against the grain and down to the 5.
Looks like they're just spotted about the 7.
Yeah, they didn't give him as much there, so that may help Clinton out just a little bit. Every little inch matters once you get down here near the goal line. So about the 7, it's 3rd and goal. Boy, going to be tough, Doug, but if the Cardinals could find a way to get a stop here, that would be huge.
They can hold them to a field goal. That's going to be a big one.
Tied into the right, I formation again. Cardinals expecting run, and they're going to give it to Lindsey, and nothing. Stoned right there at the line of scrimmage. Clifton in there. Nice play as well by Jack English. And Stamper as well.
Cardinals coming up stingy this time. And again, we're going to see Perez come out.
Boy, that is a victory, though. Like you said, that's one of those where after the big play, 50-yard pass play to Pittman, you thought, man, they're going to get it in to the end zone. But Perez, who's 3 for 3 tonight, we'll see if he can remain perfect on the field goal. And this one's a chip shot compared to the other 3. Trying to add to the lead, and a little bit of a low snap. It is up. A little bit of a wobbler, but it's going to be in. So Perez, he's the difference in the game.
Absolutely.
Right now, quite simply. 19-12. Who would have thought that?
4 field goals.
4 field goals. That is crazy.
12 points scored by Perez so far. And if you take that off the board,
indeed, Cardinals would probably be ahead. So we are at the half. We got an interesting one here in Oak Grove tonight, and we'll be back after this timeout. We'll give you a recap of the half when we come back after this.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
If your kitchen needs a new look, such as a new countertop or a new backsplash, or if your bathroom needs a makeover, give Integrity Floors a call. Hi, this is Sandy. We carry granite and Cambria hard surface countertops, the very best when it comes to countertops, and a large selection of ceramic and porcelain tile for that new backsplash. With a little help from us, you can create the kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. Integrity Floors, the total concept for your project, big or small. 1806 East Ohio Street, next to West Lakes in Clinton. Integrity, our name says it all. Come see us.
And welcome to halftime. It is Oak Grove from Oak Grove. It is the Clinton Cardinals, and man, a great game so far. 19 to 12 in favor of the Oak Grove Panthers, but it has been the Diego Perez show so far tonight.
It sure has. 4 field goals for him, and then they just have one other touchdown. So he's the difference in the game. Cardinals a couple touchdowns in the first half. Played pretty well. One by Petrie, a 50-yard run on a screen, and then the other one to Fought. Same play, just to the other end of the field, about an 80-yard run there on the same play. Little slant against one-on-one coverage, beats his guy, and it was off to the races. So Cardinals got to feel pretty good. I mean, you played basically even. A couple mistakes. You did have the 2 turnovers, but right now you're very much in this ball game, and you will get the ball to start the second half. So that first drive coming out of halftime for Clinton going to be a great opportunity for him.
Only difference in the 2 plays, one was on one end of the line, one
Yeah.
was on the other.
Yeah.
And man, they were incredible. But great job by Petrie and Fott for both of them. Making an incredible run and just outrunning the coverage.
Yeah, pretty even right now. Total yards of offense. Both teams are a little bit over 100 yards total, and really Barnhart's had a pretty good half. He had a couple catches. Fought, of course, with the touchdown catch and run. Petrie a touchdown and a couple catches as well for him. So Cardinals have spread it around. We haven't seen a lot of Oliver. They've thrown the ball a little bit more so far tonight than they have run. But hey, whatever works. And I think right now you got to be thinking that you'd be ahead. I mean, minus one of those field goals, and had you not given up the touchdown,
Correct.
The 30-yard bomb that they hit to the tight end Keenan, which was Oak Grove's only 6 of the half, Cardinals very well could be up by at least 6 right now.
Well, absolutely. If nothing else, right now you would be tied.
Yeah.
So going in at tied, we were looking at this and we're talking about in the pregame show. It depended on what Oak Grove team showed up.
Yeah, I mean, we knew they hadn't scored a lot of points so far, just one win. You knew they'd be motivated, but I don't feel like, Doug, that they have just a game breaker player, like a guy that's just going to beat you on a monster run play or pass play. Their weapon is Perez.
Yeah.
I mean, the field goal kicker. So he's a guy that I think you just hope it doesn't come down to that, because he can probably kick one from, I'd say, 40 yards and in. 40 might be pushing it a little bit, but he's solid. So you got to be prepared for that. But if you're Clinton, no takeaways second half, no penalties, and if they continue to do what they've been doing offensively, they could very easily have a shot to win this ball game.
Absolutely. And of course, great crew up here with us, myself, Doug Neff, Spencer Edwards, and Aiden Jones here on video, doing a great job. If you're watching on the Radford Media app, we're glad to have you along. And folks, it has been a great game. You didn't come from Clinton, you're missing a good game up here at Oak Grove here tonight.
Well, and this is an important game because it's a conference game, and it's going to be conference games from here on out, with the exception of next week. Cardinals will go to Versailles, so that'll be the last of your non-con games. And honestly, I mean, it's a big improvement from last year. I think Oak Grove beat them by 30 last year at Clinton, so you've already made some big progress, and you can see the improvement from last week to this week. You've only held them to just 1 touchdown and 19 points. And I think last week Pleasant Hill had 20 plus on the board, so you've already cut that almost in half. But it's in terms of touchdowns. Obviously, they've had 19 points, but you'd given up, I think, over close to 160 yards, I think, if memory serves, in the first half last week against Pleasant Hill. You've cut that in half as well in terms of total yards of offense given up. So Coach Mowry's got to feel good, but again, got a second half to go. It's a full game, and I was talking about earlier about finishing drives. You got to finish games too. You've got to find a way to put 4 quarters together, as we've got the man himself, Kevin Lefevre, the AD. Turn it over to him.
Man, what a great game. And Kev, you and I talk football quite a bit when you come in on your weekly visit. But, brother, I didn't expect this at all.
Yeah, it's something we've kind of been expecting it for sure. They've been, like we said, they lost that game to Knob-Noster by 3 scores, and that kind of gave us some hope, I think. Of course, they turned around and beat P. Hill, who we played last week, but that's kind of the thing, with the conference this year. It's so up and down each week. You're trying to compare scores, but No, I'm excited. I'm happy with how we're playing, and they're lucky they got a kicker.
Absolutely. And that's what we were talking about so far. It has been the Perez show for the Oak Grove Panthers here tonight. Again, I didn't know that what was going on. We sit there and we look a tremendous effort by the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I see a couple personnel changes. You know, you see Peyton Goff on offense a little bit, and he's doing some things. You can see his speed really playing a factor in there. And then, of course, two great throws, quick slants, both hit, and the receivers took off and won the foot race. And that'll keep you in it. You know, if you're chasing field goals, you're always in the game, and that's the good part of it.
Okay, and it also looks like they're taking some plays from your old playbook in Lincoln. This has just been that spread, and they have spread out the offense to the running game. The passing game has done a great job. They need to work on a little bit of offensive line, but other than that, they have had a tremendous game.
Yeah, and they're getting the ball out quicker. You know,
Yes.
that's where you see quick slants. You know, it's one thing when you're waiting on a deep, you know, like one play I saw was run a deep comeback and it was 20 yards, and I think it was that fourth down where Camden got sacked. He was sacked before we broke into the comeback. So those quick routes, especially if you are concerned about your O line, get the ball out quick. You're starting that shotgun so he can see where pressure is coming from as a quarterback. You can get the ball out quick, and the receivers are doing something with it after they catch it, and that's all you can ask.
Well, man, I tell you, we talk about football, but of course, you get to be involved in all the activities, and man, you've had a busy week.
Oh yeah, it's been busy. You know, this is night 5, but we've had a good week. You know, softball with a big conference win yesterday over Harrisonville. I was actually down there. Girls played great, attacked the ball, hit well. I think we ended up winning 14-11, I believe, and that's a lot of fun. You know, you get to see them hitting, and I think top to bottom, every girl had at least one hit. It was fun to watch and a lot of fun to be there for. And any time, of course, you get a conference win, it's good. Volleyball this week, you know, they've competed and battled. We played Notre Dame to Zion on Tuesday. That's a real good team,
Absolutely.
and we competed with them. You know, so you see, like, okay, we're making those progressions. We talk about we just want to keep getting better and better each week, and then it's time to turn it up when district rolls around, and that's what we're doing, and that's all we ask.
Man, it's looking like fun. It's coming up on playoff time. It's coming up on district time at Clinton, and man, you're gonna have a busy time.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. You know, we expect a couple of our programs definitely to make a deep run into districts, and you know, another one I didn't mention before, soccer had a big win over
Yeah.
Pleasant Hill. That's a conference win, and usually a good conference opponent right there. And they got I think a 3-1 win over them, and I think that was Wednesday or Thursday. A really good game, and that's what we want. And it's busy, but it's a lot of fun, especially when the weather's like it is tonight. If we can stay, you know, right there, 65 to 70
Oh, awesome.
degrees, and you know, of course it's dark right now, but there ain't no rain, and it's just really nice, and really nice.
My goal for the second half is to not hear a whole lot of that cannon shot go off.
Yeah, and how deceptive. You know, they didn't shoot it on the first score. Um,
No, that was only one
yeah.
touchdown.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, one touchdown. So either if I'm Perez for them, I'm starting to argue like, hey, we need to shoot it every time I make a field goal, or at least like heads up from the PA announcer would be nice because I know I jumped, and I think the superintendent jumped twice as high as I did standing next to me. So yeah, we were, you know, it's one of them ones where you're kind of patting yourself and making sure it didn't get you, but haven't heard one in a while.
Now we haven't talked second half action yet, so I'm going to get some insight before Spencer comes back.
Sure.
What do you think for the second half? What do the Cardinals have to do with the Panthers?
I think I think a big thing for us. So this is a freshman quarterback playing for them. He's good. I mean, you can tell he's good. Good throwing motion, good size for a freshman skill position. Coach's kid. He knows the offense. But if we can get after him and put pressure on him, and so far every time he's rolled out, he's only rolled out to his right, which is right-handed, and that's kind of a common thing as a freshman. They get, you know, get tendencies. If we can get pressure off that right side and just start hitting him a little bit and letting him know that, hey, we're allowed to hit you. See if he starts making some freshman mistakes. You know, he threw the ball back over the middle there one play. It ended up being a completion, but that's dangerous. You
Yeah.
know, as a coach, we tell him not to ever do that. And he did make that play, but keep taking those shots. And other than that, just tackle. Make sure you bring that big kid down, and you'll be in the game.
And speaking of that one pass that he made, over on that side. He barely got it there. If it wasn't for the receiver making a tremendous catch and coming back, getting that ball, yeah, it would have been incomplete.
Yeah, and that's the thing again with freshmen. You know, he knows the offense. He's making plays. He's throwing good ball, but he don't quite have that deep shot yet. You know, you'd really like your high school quarterbacks to be somewhere around 40, 45 yards on their deep ball at this level, and I don't think he's got that in there yet. He's probably pretty solid around 30, I'm guessing. You know, um, but you could kind of cheat that too. That safety's got to stay over the top, and they got us on that one, but that's one, and we've got two on them. So again, as long as we can keep them out of field goal range, we put them in there on on one of those possessions with the ball was a little late, knocked it up in the air, and he knows that. I taught that to him when he was a freshman. He know, and even now when I ask him, hey, where do you miss on a slant, low and in? Where do you miss on anything outside, high and out? It was a little late and it was a little high and it went off our receiver's hands and they picked it. So as long as we don't put them in field goal position, clearly they've showed they're not afraid to kick field goals. So we need to keep them on our end of the field and it'll be better for us.
Real quick, while I got you here, what about your Huskers?
I think they're going to come out. They're a little embarrassed, and they're going to come out ready to go tomorrow. Purdue better look out.
All right, Kevin Lefevre, and Activities Director from Clinton High School, on your halftime show. Glad to have you along.
Thanks, Doug.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
Hey Cardinal fans! Get the latest Clinton Cardinals gear at C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. They have all the cool fits to show your support with t-shirts, polos, hoodies, Cardinal backpacks, and more. Look the part when you cheer on your Cardinals. They offer screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Stop in and browse the large selection at their new location on the east side of the downtown square, 116 South Main Street in Clinton. C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing is where you can make an impression. Online at csquaredclinton.com. Go Cardinals!
Your loved one needs in-home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. And they're Medicaid approved in 15 counties, from Dade County to Jackson, over the Cooper County, and all in between. Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care accepts private pay, private insurance, and now Medicaid for home and community-based services. Call anytime at 417-644-0032. Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
Fishing for a good deal? You're in luck. At Greg Smith Ford, we have a great selection of inventory in stock, all priced to sell. Reel in the savings like 1.9% financing for 72 months on select new Ford models. Or shop our large selection of pre-owned inventory. In fact, we're known for having the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. We inspect every vehicle meticulously before putting it up for sale. Stop by today or visit us online at gregsmithford.com to view our full inventory.
If your kitchen needs a new look, such as a new countertop or a new backsplash, or if your bathroom needs a makeover, give Integrity Floors a call. Hi, this is Sandy. We carry granite and Cambria hard surface countertops, the very best when it comes to countertops, and a large selection of ceramic and porcelain tile for that new backsplash. With a little help from us, you can create the kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. Integrity Floors, the total concept for your project, big or small. 1806 East Ohio Street, next to Westlakes in Clinton. Integrity, our name says it all. Come see us.
turn it.
And welcome back to halftime here from Oak Grove, Missouri. The Panthers and the Cardinals in action. MRVC second half action coming up. And Spencer, it's going to be a wild one.
I think so, Doug. And again, we want to thank Kevin LeFevre for coming up.
Yep.
And he's a regular guest on your show, of course, during the week. But good to see him. And
that's actually his show.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
He just lets me
He lets you talk. Yeah,
yeah.
I see how it is. But no, you're right. I think this is going to be a second half. You feel like you got a shot. I mean, you definitely do. You've got to put two more quarters together. But I think this first drive is going to be very important. You really need to try to take it down and get 6. But Cardinals have played a solid first half and very easily could be ahead, as we said, or at least tied. But you're right in the ball game right now.
I think the secret to beat Oak Grove tonight is keep them out of field goal range.
I think that could be a strong possibility, no question. And that's where you just got to be able to maintain drives, keep the time of possession on your side, keep that field position battle on your side, and that's where it won't be a problem. And I think that's where you've got to limit touches. And I just don't think Oak Grove, even though they scored on that one deep pass, as Kevin was saying, just a flag route against man coverage, they just had the right play dialed up for Clinton there. But I just don't think that they're going to hurt you typically in the passing game. Their passing game doesn't scare me as much as possibly the running game does.
As we get ready for second half, it is Clayton's Hartfeld in-home care. Second half kickoff coming your way. Cardinals going to be kicking it away to Oak Grove. I guess we were wrong on that. I thought it was the other way around, but
I guess so. Yeah, I got all excited like Clinton offense out here, but I think Clinton Oak Grove did defer. Oh, but they go squib here to start it off.
Yeah, and unfortunately, somebody with good hands fell on it.
Almost. Gillis with the squib, and they are able to recover, though, just shy of midfield. So pretty good field position for the Panthers, so that's going to help them out potentially. But this is where we've seen, Doug, Cardinal defense has been up to the task so far. They've been in some tough situations, backed up in their own territory, but here we'll see what Oak Grove wants to start with. But I'd be aware of Lindsey and Pittman, though, out of the backfield. You see him lined up right now as the split back, but he showed the ability in the first half to catch the football out of the backfield. They run him out there, as you see, bottom of your screen. They go to the air. Deep middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Cardinals. Coming back the other way, that is Will Golder, and he takes it all the way back to the 46, and there's the first turnover of the night forced by the Cardinal defense, and man, is it at a big time for the Cardinals.
Golder, and he had the halfback covered, had him covered well, and man, I'll tell you, it was a great pickoff. Cardinals in Oak Grove territory.
Huge play right there to start things off. So the Cardinals kind of basically like they did get the ball to start the second half here as they get the turnover out of the gate. And now a draw play, a little fake off the zone read, and Lafarge's decent pickup across the 40 to about the 39.
Looked like Oliver, almost.
So Lafarge can squirt through there. Like, he's a kid that can run the football. Typically, you don't like him to run in between the tackles like that. Typically, when he runs, it's more to the outside, but had a nice gain right there. 2nd and 2 at the 40. Panthers show some pressure. Oliver this time on the carry and is going to have the first down as he takes it to about the Oak Grove 36.
First down for Oliver. He gets across the line, like Spencer said, to the 36-yard line, and they are on the move.
But you said earlier, I love the way that Golder covered that play, because that's not an easy play to play coverage in the middle of the field as a middle linebacker, and he covered that play perfectly.
And a little back, I believe that was Gaston, was just running down, and on the sprint, he was ready to go.
1st and 10 from the 36. Little pump for Lafarge. Now loads up, going deep, looking for Barnhart, and he almost made a great catch down at the 10-yard line, just off of his hands. But man, that ball pretty well thrown.
That was a nice right and dropped in his hands. Barnhart knows he should have had that ball.
One of those tough catches. Got to look up over that shoulder a little bit, but you're right, very well thrown, and he'd love to have that one back. Brings up second down and 10 from the 36. Big opportunity here for the Cardinals off the interception, trying to take advantage of it here in the early going of the second half. 10:45 to go in the third. Oliver, not much, as he's unable to get out of the tackle and gets back barely to the line of scrimmage.
Oak Grove lost on the play.
Did not get back to the line of scrimmage there. So our spotter, Mr. Aiden Jones. There we go. Who's Alex? Aiden Jones. He's going to turn into our spotter here before the end of the year.
Evil Quinn, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting more confident up here. 3rd and 11 after the loss at the 37. Trips to the left, one to the right. Oh, my goodness. And they're all offside. That's got to be on Oak Grove.
I believe that one is, and I believe Camden Lafarge, and that's one of the advantages of having a senior quarterback. Changes that cadence just enough, draws off.
Gets you free 5 right there.
Makes it manageable.
Yeah, makes it 3rd and about 6. So Cardinals again threatening here, trying to turn the turnover into points, and they've got Oak Grove back on their heels a little bit. You can kind of sense the momentum shifting in Clinton's favor. And it certainly will if they score as they run that stack set. Here comes the pressure, though. They bring 6, and they run right into the teeth of it.
Wow.
Nothing for Oliver as he's thrown down. Nice play there in the middle by Waylon Weir with the tackle.
4th down. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Big decision here for Coach Mowry and the Cardinals. We'll see what they want to do.
You know, it's nice that Mowry's got that much confidence in his offense.
They went for it last time, didn't get it on a 4th and 10, and now they're facing a 4th and 6, and it appears they will go for it at the Oak Grove 32. This is a big play here potentially in this second half. Oak Grove still trying to shift around. He gets set. Four wide. Oh, Lafarge didn't look to be ready for the snap. Gets it in all kinds of trouble. Oh, and it's a disaster as he's sacked all the way back at midfield. And something, Doug, just didn't look right. It didn't look like Lafarge was ready for that snap.
Yeah, absolutely. And a low snap to start.
Right.
And I think it came early. You're right. Because I think the center was ready to take on whoever was coming across him.
I think so. It was low and it was early, and that cost the Cardinals. That is a big-time sack and a big loss. And Oak Grove holds the Cardinals on a 4th and 6, and now they take over from just shy of midfield.
Cardinals need to force another turnover here coming down.
So Clinton, unfortunately, just not able to take advantage of the big pick by Golder. Panthers out on offense. Wingback set up just to that near side there is Pittman. You got to watch him coming out of the backfield. But they go on the ground with Lindsey. Not a lot as they bottle him up.
Looks like a gain of 2 on that play.
It's fought in there, middle linebacker spot to make the tackle.
We were talking about it at halftime. We're going to talk about it. Subby needs to give himself a raise because this is tremendous weather tonight for football.
2nd down and 8 to go. Cardinals in the 4-3. They brought substantial pressure tonight. We'll see what they want to do right here. Wing back on the left side over there, Pittman. And he's going to block this time. Blocks for Lindsey on that left side, and a minimal gain again for Matthew Lindsey. And that'll be Carter on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Cardinals now have to step it up. The defense has to take up that slack. Let's see if we can keep them out of field goal range and keep them out of that 1st down.
See how they set up in the secondary. Cardinals have played a lot of single high man most of the night. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and 5 to throw. Sharp out in the flat, caught by Spencer at the 40. 1st down and more as he takes it deeper into Cardinal territory down to about the 30.
Noah Spencer, and he is a fast individual. Gets out there in space, and he had a blocker in front of him, did not help.
Keeps the drive alive, and now they're hurrying things up here. They go to the line quick. Cardinals on their heels a little bit defensively, trying to get set up. Now they are going to conserve a little time here. And again, our play clock not functioning tonight on the field. But neither team has had a delay of game so far. Sharp Option left, pitch to Lindsey, looking for the corner. He's got it. 20, 15, first down for the Panthers into the red zone now.
Lindsey just put his head down, and he met one of the Cardinal defenders over there. Looks like the 19?
15.
15.
Yeah, he got 20 there, and that's a first down. They don't have the goal to go yet. Still got to get to about the 6 for that. But the Panthers are threatening, leading here with 6:48 to go in the third. They go 3 wide, 2 to the right. Lindsey inside carry, and not a lot there. Nice shot on him inside. That's a nice tackle done by Goff.
Absolutely, and nothing there for Lindsey this time.
Goff, and I think even you and Kevin were talking about it, he had a pretty good half defensively.
Yeah, absolutely.
And made a nice play right there. So 2nd and 10, boy, tough here for the Cardinal defense. Can they hold them? And again, even if you give up a field goal, I know we sound like a broken record, but it'd be a victory if you could keep him out of the end zone here. Sharp bootleg right, and he's forced out of bounds. Good job by Barnhart staying at home and was not able to fully turn the corner right there.
Barnhart coming up a little lame after running over here, it looked like. Maybe not.
Another big third down.
A short gain for Sharp.
6:04 left here in the third, and it'll be, again, similar formation. Offset with the fullback there, bottom of your screen, Pittman, and to throw, Sharp, little out route in the flat. Lindsey, 10-5, touchdown Panthers. Wow.
He cut the corner, and there was a blocker. Blocker held off the oncoming defense, and he did the rest.
Taking what the defense gave him, they were in man. That's a tough play to get over there as the corner on that side to make that play out in space because he's going with his receiver, so that's what leaves all that little open field space. So that's just good play calling by Oak Grove, and they were able to turn it in to 6, and it's now the largest lead of the game for them with 5:57 to go in the third, extra point on the way.
See if the Cardinals can keep their head up and end this game and come back.
Perez right down the middle, as he has been perfect tonight. Cannon fire.
That's what I told Kevin. I wanted to keep from that cannon fire.
We had a little bit of preparation that time. First time we did.
I seen him light it.
There you go. So big score for Oak Grove. They add to the lead with 5:57 to go in the third, and we'll be back after this on the Radford Media app.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
Welcome back here to Panther Stadium. 5:57 to go in the third. Second touchdown there a moment ago of the night for Oak Grove. Couple passing touchdowns combined with the other field goals as they kick it through the back of the end zone. Perez showing off the leg again. So this is a big drive here, Doug. You feel like you almost want to say it may be a must-score drive for Clinton.
Absolutely. They've got to get down. They've got to score. And if nothing else for self-esteem, they have got to come back.
Yeah.
If nothing, and I would be happy with a field goal, but I'd like to see another touchdown.
So the Cardinals will start from the 20. Oak Grove a little bit over 200 yards total offense now. A little more passing the last couple plays for them in this second half offensively. Cardinals right around $120 with total yards of offense tonight. And there's a handoff. That'll be Goff on the carry.
And a first down.
First down for him. And that's the other thing Kevin was saying was this is, I think, the first time this season that Goff has played offense tonight.
Yeah.
He's typically just a defensive-only player, but tonight they've been using him at receiver mostly. But right there we see him at tailback and rips off a nice run.
Good speed and good hands.
First down for the Cardinals. Very important drive right here for them. Oak Grove playing man coverage in the secondary, and nothing for Oliver. Boy, he just has not been able to get started tonight. He's had a couple decent runs, but they've been all over him tonight. Their front's done a pretty good job against the run.
Yeah, absolutely. Big boys up front again, but like we said before, you can't go by that. You've got to move that pocket. You've got to do, and you've still got to defend up front.
Grant McGinnis making a nice stop right there for the Panthers. Second down, 10 to go, 5 minutes left in the third. Little play action pump, and they go over the middle. Boy, that's a tough catch in all kinds of traffic. Great catch by Cam Westendorf. First time he has caught a pass here tonight, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Yeah, another first down again, and it would have been just short of the first down, but Westendorf with a great effort got him another 5 yards.
Getting those yards after the catch, very important to keep the drive going. So a good rhythm so far for Clinton on this series. Oliver is pushed back. I think he did have some forward progress. They're going to give him the 45.
Yeah, so a gain of 2 on the play. But like I said, he ran into a great big orange person on the other side. Vince, I believe this is the first time we can actually say that both uniforms, you can see the numbers really well.
Yeah, clearly, for sure. That orange on white definitely is definitely a clearer view for us broadcasters. So 2nd and 8 at the 45. They got trips bottom of your screen, and again, inside handoff for Oliver, and up to about the 42. Parks on the stop, and that's where their defensive linemen are making most of their tackles, which as a defensive coordinator, that's what you want. You don't want your corners and safeties making tackles, and they've kept it pretty much bottled up there in the middle. Cardinals have not run to the outside as much. We haven't seen any jets. We had one reverse, I think, earlier.
Yep.
But that's where they've kept them honest inside. Now they're going to play coverage here. They just have a 3-man front. They drop 7. That's a screen, and Oliver got out of 1. And boy, I don't know. It's going to be close as he's to the 37. Yeah, no, he does not. He's a yard.
Nope.
Maybe, yard
yep,
shy.
You're right.
I think he didn't get a very good spot.
No, you're right.
You could argue there.
I've seen that a couple times.
But he wiggled out of 1, just couldn't get out of the 2nd. So that puts him a yard shy, and here we go. This could be, you hate to say it now, but it could possibly be the game because the Cardinals really got to have points here, and they got to find a way to stay on the field. 2:40 to go in the third. They'll go for it. They're 0 of 2 on 4th down attempts so far. Oliver on the carry, and I don't know.
It's going to be close.
I don't know. I don't think he's got it, and he does not as they hold him about a yard shy. I think he just barely got back to the original line of scrimmage. So Oak Grove, wow, big stop right there. And the Cardinals just hadn't been their luck tonight on those 4th down attempts. 0 of 3 trying to convert on 4th down.
Man.
And that's a big one there.
I'm still, a couple of the spots have been a little bit odd.
Should have challenged the spot. Unfortunately, can't do that in high school. Can't do it in high school. So now the Cardinal defense is going to be called upon again. This is where you're really looking for a turnover now. Lindsey with running room. Yeah, and he is loose. Down the side, all the way into Clinton territory near the 25. That's a huge run of about 40 yards. Chunk play for the Panthers.
Now we get them down there where you start saying if they can hold them to 3.
2:20 left here in the third quarter. So Oak Grove now all the momentum in this ball game after the big stop on the 4th down. And now on the move again. And this was a 19-12 game at half. If you're just joining us, Cardinals have not scored thus far in the second half as they give it off the left side. As Spencer on the carry, not much, to about the 20.
See where they're going to spot that. Yeah, it's going to be the 21.
Eli Carter, another tackle for him. We've called his name tonight a few times. So he's been a young man that's been getting involved a little more. He's just a freshman, so he's out there tonight doing a nice job for him. on the defensive side. The time of possession battle, though, tonight has favored Oak Grove. And there goes Spencer through the middle, over the 10, down to about the 7. First down, Panthers. And the Cardinals, Cardinals want to talk it over here as the Panthers working their way down the field. So we'll have a timeout called. Cardinals take their first timeout of the second half. We'll pause here as well. Be back right after this.
Hey, Cardinal fans! Get the latest Clinton Cardinals gear at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. They have all the cool fits to show your support with t-shirts, polos, hoodies, Cardinal backpacks, and more. Look the part when you cheer on your Cardinals. They offer screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Stop in and browse the large selection at their new location on the east side of the downtown square, 116 South Main Street in Clinton. C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing is where you can make an impression. Online at csquaredclinton.com. Go Cardinals!
Back here in Oak Grove, Spencer Edwards, Doug Neff, Aiden Jones, glad you could be with us. And what is this, week 5? Week 5 already, Doug. Man.
Yeah, we're going to start after next week. We're going to start talking about playoffs and district.
Yeah, about that time. And Cardinals will be back on the road at Versailles next Friday. And then we'll be able to get back home for homecoming the following week against the conference opponent in Harrisonville. So first and goal, Panthers again threatening, trying to add to the lead. Late here in the third. Shart with the snap, inside call to Spencer to the 5, where he's stopped there, and it'll bring up second down, goal to go.
Yeah, he just found a seam, followed the blockers right on through, and picked up yardage.
And I believe, Sharp came off the field there, so I'm not sure if he's injured or what, but they're going to flip to a new quarterback here. They got Lindsey lined up in the gun, and he's going to keep it right up the gut, down to the 1, maybe about the 2, looks like. So third and goal coming up. Cardinals fighting, though, down there. Westendorf on the stop. Clinton making them work for it here down on the goal line, Doug.
Lindsey and that Wildcat, and I didn't see Shark come back out.
He did not, no. So I don't know. He got hurt there, trying to see down on the sideline if he's get some attention from the trainer. But here they go with Lindsey again, right up the middle, and he dives across, or does he?
No, it was 30.
No, he's short.
Right, right.
He's short of the goal line.
That one fooled me because I thought that was 34 Spencer.
Yeah, that was a keeper. They faked it to Spencer, but Lindsey is stopped. So the Cardinals showing some guts down here, down on the goal line. And, man, are they not going to go for this?
Oh, no, you bring out the secret weapon.
I don't know, on the 2-yard line, but, man,
somebody's going to talk it over.
Into the quarter. Yeah, so we'll see what they want to do when we come back. Oak Grove facing a 4th and goal at the 1 when we come back for quarter number 4.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8937.
Hey, Cardinal fans! Get the latest Clinton Cardinals gear at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. They have all the cool fits to show your support with t-shirts, polos, hoodies, Cardinal backpacks, and more. Look the part when you cheer on your Cardinals. They offer screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Stop in and browse the large selection at their new location on the east side of the downtown square, 116 South Main Street in Clinton. C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing is where you can make an impression. Online at csquaredclinton.com. Go Cardinals!
Welcome back, 4th and final quarter from Oak Grove and Spencer. They're going to have to come up tough one more time. 4th and goal to go for the Panthers. Snap is away. Now the back with the ball. He gets across the line. It was 4th and 1, goal to go for Oak Grove, and they found a big hole to go through.
Yeah, I was going to be shocked if they brought Perez out being that close, and they go ahead and just pound it in there, and Spencer with the touchdown. And Golder put a hit on him to his credit, but he was already close to the goal line and across, and that's just so tough for a defense to ask them to stop there. I mean, you're just right up against the wall, and very, very hard to keep them out that close in.
Perez comes back. The cannon will fire in just a second. And it is 26-12 in favor of Oak Grove. Spencer, we talked about it. Clinton has got to come back one more time.
Going to be tough, and just crazy how
33.
this game has shifted, Doug. I mean, this was, again, 19-12 at half. Cardinals just haven't had the ball a lot in the second half, haven't had to put drives together because they haven't been out there, and that's just where it's flipped on just one or two key plays. Very similar to the Boonville game.
Yeah.
Again, very, very similar. You were only down touchdown going into half there. You end up down 2 scores, and Oak Grove's done a pretty good job controlling the clock. Their play calling has been pretty good. They've beaten the Cardinals in man coverage a couple times through the air, but really it's been the ground game for them tonight. That's been the bread and butter for their offense, but they do have 2 passing touchdowns now, 1 rushing touchdown.
And as usual, it's kicked into the end zone. So it's going to be first and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 20-yard line. Again, welcome to Oak Grove. Our great sponsors, including Compass Health Network, great folks from Clayton's Heartfelt in-home care, C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. It is Greg Smith Ford, Integrity Floors, and Hawthorne Bank, all sponsors of your Clinton Cardinals here on the Radford Media app. First and 10 from the 20. It is Lepard in the shotgun. Man in motion coming across. Hands off this time to Goff. Goff with the ball across the 25, and they're getting him involved more and more on the offensive side as he gets to the 27. A gain of 7 on the play.
A nice block in there in the middle by Clifton. Big nose guard there, and he's kind of the anchor for this offensive line, and just a nice play for him to spring that play. And Goff's the kind of kid, you don't have to give him much space. As you said, he's got the wheels to be able to find the hole.
Gain of 8, so it's 2nd and 2 for the Cardinals. Handoff once again. Lafarge with a keeper across the 30.
Oh, ball's out.
The ball is out.
No whistle. Wow.
Let's see what they call here. It's confusion on the field.
I mean, literally, ball was just taken right out of Goff's hands, and I think, Doug, it just caught the officials off guard. I mean, they didn't blow the whistle. Oh, they rule him down, and boy, Coach Sharp not happy. He's given an earful out there. I don't know that I saw his knee down, but hey, they've got a better angle than we do. But Oak Grove not happy. You'd think that the way their sideline is not happy down there that they were down in this game, but they thought they had a touchdown there, and I don't know. I'd have to see it on replay, but it happened so fast. It's definitely a hard call to make.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Hand off to Oliver. Oliver stopped, but he gets a second win. Comes up and across the 35. Gain of 4 on the play. Still not happy. I'm sure there's going to be talk about that play for a while.
Yeah, he's still down there giving the official an earful. I mean, it was one of those plays. I mean, I don't know.
Bang, bang play.
Bang, bang play, but it's almost like for him to have gotten the ball so quickly, it's hard for me to say that the knee was down because he didn't have to go down. Like if Goff's knee was down, he would have had to go down to get the ball. He just, I think, took the ball away from him when he was upright.
Lafarge looking for Font on the slant. Could not get it to connect this time. Well defended by Oak Grove.
And they've had really pretty tight coverage most of the night. Their man coverage has been pretty good with their corners out there. Tristan Garrett, good play on the football. And again, good awareness. They've been in position too. That's the other thing about their defense. You really haven't seen too many plays where their linebackers, corners have been out of position.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Cardinals. Gonna have to dial something up this time as they come through. Lafarge in the shotgun, looks in, takes the snap. Here comes the rush, and it is to Barnwell.
Oh man, and he took a
Barnhart, excuse me.
shot. Yeah, he took a shot, Doug. Lafarge
Yes.
a little bit worried there. It didn't look like he was going to get up at first, but he bounces up and they tuck his pad back in. But he did a good job just to deliver that ball. That was a strike, and he paid the price, but
Yeah,
a first down.
He knew he was going to get hit. He got that ball away where he needed to. Barnhart with a great catch.
3 catches tonight for Barnhart.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 44-yard line. Lafarge looks in, man in motion. Barnhart brings it across. Hands off to Barnhart. Barnhart across the 50 and into Oak Grove territory, about the 47. Brady Barnhart with a great game so far tonight. Still keep it on, keep it on. I was hoping they would keep their heads up and keep on going. That has been one issue that they have had. We talked to Coach Mowry about the fact that the boys were getting a little bit down. They redid some offense for this week's game. Brings up 2nd down, call it 2 for the Cardinals. And motion against, I believe that's going to go against the Cardinals. 73 move.
Yeah, just a little early there for Shoemate. And again, love the effort though. The kid's trying his heart out, trying to get that block, and that's where you just have to listen to the count. And sometimes it's easy to do that when you know, especially when you got pressure. A lot of times you see that when you know that blitz is coming to that weak side. You know, that right tackle gets a little antsy, and that time that happened. But go back to your earlier point. It's tough in games like this to stay focused, stay in it, and I felt like last week they did a pretty good job. They were out of that game at Pleasant Hill, but they came down late, put together a scoring drive. So I think this is what you got to focus on, work on the fundamentals, try to move the football down the field, and get you another late touchdown.
2nd and 7. Cardinals come up. Hands off. Goff, I believe, again coming across. He gets back across the 50 to about the 49-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down. Call it 4 for the Cardinals. And check that, maybe 3 on the spot. But they are in Panther territory, Spence. Looking in for the play as they come out. Man coming out off the sideline, that is Cam Westendorf. Placing Petrie. 3rd and 4. Cardinals step up just inside Panther territory on the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap. A long ways. Oh, he had him. Just a little too much on that pass from Kendall Lafarge.
Just a couple more inches, and that's probably a touchdown. Fought was behind the corner, had really decent separation. Tough throw to make, and just put a little bit too much on it, but not much.
4th down. There's 7:39 left to go in the ball game. Do you go for it or do you kick?
Oh, I'd say might as well. I mean, at this point, might as well, and that's why I like that aggressiveness. Just going ahead and taking a shot deep and staying aggressive and giving yourself a chance. Even though we know 4th downs haven't gone well tonight for Clinton, they're 0 of 3. Maybe the 4th time's a charm here, and it is. It is. Yeah, Barnhart again.
He's vying for that Compass Health Network Player of the Game.
And Barnhart's the kind of kid I like because he's interchangeable. You can line him up at receiver, you can line him up in the backfield, you can line him up in different spots at receiver. He's not just a slot guy. You can line him up wide too. So he can be a weapon if you can get him and Wilson when Wilson comes back.
Absolutely.
He's another kid that you can move around a little bit.
Well, like we said earlier, hoping to see Jace Wilson back for next week. against for sales. Hopefully healthy for the rest of the year as districts are coming. And a timeout on the field called by the Clinton Cardinals. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Your loved one needs in-home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. And they're Medicaid approved in 15 counties, from Dade County to Jackson, over the Cooper County, and all in between. Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care accepts private pay, private insurance, and now Medicaid for home and community-based services. Call anytime at 417-644-0032. Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8.
And welcome back to Oak Grove. Your Clinton Cardinals 1st and 10 as Barnhart gets the first down. Lafarge looks for the slant and Fott evidently not running the same route as Lafarge. Fott comes back and takes the ball's loose again.
I think he pitched that ball. He was going to be tackled. I think he just pitched it to the kid coming from the other side to try to
flag.
And the flag is out late.
Somebody said something they ought not to.
Flag is out late. But yeah, we'll have to check on that. But
yeah, unsportsmanlike the early call. It's going against Oak Grove, I believe.
I think though the interception will stand.
Yeah, it's after the interception.
After the play, yeah. So yeah, that's just like you said, slant route, and Fott ran that too deep. I think Lafarge just thought he was going to stay wider, more towards the numbers. He threw it that way, but the depth was not there, and Oak Grove, 2 defenders out there to get that pick.
15 yards, going to put them back in their own territory, though, to start the drive at the 48-yard line. Yeah, a little unsportsmanlike was the call against the Panthers. And, you know, I understand saying something while you're in the field, but don't say it with the man in the stripes right there. So 1st and 10 for Oak Grove. As we said, 6:50 left to play in this ball game. Snap his way, the fullback with the carry, and he is brought down. Maybe a gain of 1. That was Pittman. Barnhart again calling his number.
Yeah, both sides of the ball, too.
Yeah.
I mean, man, he made some plays. We've seen Fott make some plays defensively again tonight. I think Golder's had a solid defensive game as well. English has had a couple plays.
2nd and 9. Panthers up. Shotgun. Sharp looks in. Takes the snap. It is Pittman again, and nothing there as the Cardinal defense stiffens up. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for Oak Grove. If they can keep him here, have we seen the punter yet for Oak Grove?
No, have not seen punter at all for them. I think Cardinals have just punted once tonight. So
snap, Sharp, mobile on to the right side. Ooh. Oh, and it's intercepted. Brought down. Looking to see who it is.
Barnhart.
Barnhart.
Right on cue. And Fott's the one that put the shot on Sharks. I mean, drilled him. And that is what caused that pick. That made it a wobbler coming out of the hand. And Barnhart right there, jolly on the spot to make the pick. 3rd turnover tonight, Doug, forced by the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Great game by the defense here tonight. So Cardinal offense steps up on the 40-yard line. Great job by Barnhart. Right place, right time. LaFarge, shotgun, takes a snap. Reverse. The 23 of Goff. Goff with the ball in the cross. He's across the 50-yard line, still on his feet. Gets to about the 45 where he is knocked out of bounds by Oak Grove. Seymour for the Panthers on the stop. But a great gain. Again, it was Goff. You know, we talked about Goff quite a bit tonight.
Yeah,
too.
and that time they got outside. You know, they ran a little reverse there. We hadn't seen that since the first half, and got him to the outside. And Goff has more than enough speed to be able to turn that corner. And then they line him up here again in that stack set. So they're moving him around quite a bit.
Oliver this time, and he's going to lose a yard. Right into the heart of the defense, and they were not bended. Second and 11 for the Cardinals. Cardinals in Oak Grove territory. Ball on the 46-yard line. LaFarge looks in. He takes the snap. Now falls back, looking for a receiver downfield. Rush coming. Looks downfield, got two open. Oh, and it's knocked away by Oak Grove. Barnhart, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Brace and Stewart, that's just a nice play up over the top. Had some help there, but he covered a lot of ground. He's a safety there to come across and knock that down. And that's just a nice play by Stewart. And right idea, though. I like that outside the numbers route towards the sideline, but it's tight coverage, too. When you're facing man and making that kind of a throw, timing's got to be there. It's down to inches and just a little late.
You had two receivers in the area, so it was well covered. Brings up third down on 11. LaFarge takes the snap. Now looks back. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Petrie. And across to the 40 and a first down for the Cardinals. Or to the 30, excuse me. First down for the Cardinals.
That's a good route there by Petrie. He was the over-the-top crosser, and I think Oak Grove, again in the man, they took the underneath guy, so that opened up the top there for Petrie. And, of course, he had that big touchdown earlier. Yeah. Hadn't seen him, I don't think, catch the ball since then, but that was a nice design there on the route.
First and 10 on the 31-yard line. Cardinals on the move. 3:48 left to play in the ball game. LaFarge in the shotgun. Comes across, hands it off to Barnhart. Barnhart to the far side. Still on his feet to the 20 as he is knocked down near the first down. Brady Barnhart having a great night here tonight.
Yeah, Brody's a guy Brody can run to the edge too. I mean, he's a guy he's the perfect kind of player to run the jet sweep too. And he really timed the cut good there and puts you in a second down and short. So this has been a nice drive, kind of similar to last week late in the game. Cardinals put together a nice scoring drive, and you just, for confidence sake, want to come out with a touchdown here. You haven't had any points in the second half and getting late in the game, and you just need to get some of that confidence back.
Flag on the play. I'm going to guess that it's going to go against the Cardinals, a 5 yards. Somebody moved a little early. So second and call it 6 for the Cardinals. Ball on about the 26, 27-yard line. Farge back. He's got a man.
That's got to be pass interference.
Yep, it is. Flag goes flying. He hit him just a hair early.
Just a little early. That was more like before the ball was out of his hand early. That was
Fought.
Brace and Stewart. So that's about one of the most obvious pass interference calls. But now, wait a minute here. We got a conference, so it kind of makes you nervous when they talk to each other about it. But I can't imagine that they picked this up.
Well, I don't think they're good. I think they're trying to decide what the call is.
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
Well, we're going to find out. Was he blocked into him?
Well, yeah, I don't think so, but we shall see.
Man in the stripes. Getting ready to make the call. Thank you once again, the great folks at Compass Health Network, one of our sponsors. Holding.
No, it was personal foul.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they went with personal foul as opposed to pass interference. That's what they were discussing.
Okay.
So I think they actually are going to say he led into him kind of a little bit, which I think he definitely did. He kind of lunged. Now, so I almost think they went kind of, I don't know if they officially said
Targeting or not.
Possibly, yeah. There's different versions of the personal foul, so I'm not sure if that's exactly what they call, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 15-yarder.
I don't know that he led with his helmet. That's the only thing that kept him from
Yeah,
getting
it was
the targeting ball.
borderline. It was borderline.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. 19-yard line for the Cardinals. 2:43 left to play in the ball game. Waiting for everybody to get set, and they are. Now Lafarge in the shotgun once again for the Cardinals. Lafarge with a keeper, comes to the near side. He cuts it inside, gets down across the 10 to about the 8-yard line where he is brought down. Lafarge on a keeper, clear keeper that time all the way through. Call it 2nd down. I'd say 5 for the first. Here comes the Cardinals out of the huddle. Lafarge in the shotgun. He's got one man in the backfield. That is Oliver. Oliver with the handoff across the 5 to about the 3. Call it the 4. He's going to be near the first down, making a goal to go for the Cardinals. Nope, just short. 3rd.
Bring Westendorf back in here, looks like.
Call it 3rd, about a foot for the Cardinals. 1:30 change left to go. Cardinals with one timeout left. Keeper by Lafarge. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, good block by Oliver there. That opened that lane just enough for him. So good drive there. Really long drive, too. I mean, they put that together, I think, 10 plays, and that's one of those, again, gives you some confidence back. And I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of the ball game, but just you had a good rhythm there, and it was balanced. It was run in, some pass. Had a couple of nice routes, one in particular by Petrie, and able to get 6. Going to go for 2.
Aiden wants to fire the cannon. Yep, they're going to go for 2. 33-18. Oliver.
No, sir.
No, it's Lafarge. Excuse me.
No, sir. Short.
Just short.
Yep.
No good. It's going to make it 33-18 in favor of Oak Grove. But a great job by the Cardinals and a great drive. 1:17 left to play. We're going to leave it right here.
Oh, 14 all, Warrensburg, Pleasant Hill.
Was it Pleasant Hill or Odessa?
Yeah. No, they just said Odessa. Odessa 32-23 over Odessa, Washington and Odessa. Kind of an odd matchup, isn't it? Odessa playing Washington? That's out of the St. Louis area.
That's that non-com.
If I heard that right. Yeah, that's a long non-con game, though, for
both teams.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think everybody's going to get tuned up for playoffs and districts. Warrensburg so far looking to be the power in.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Warrensburg definitely probably the inside track to win the MRVC West. They've had a solid start to their year, and I think they're kind of the favorite.
Not in our district.
And who are you telling me Odessa is in?
Odessa and Oak Grove, I believe.
Oak Grove is in there. Yeah.
Kick and Squibber.
Loose. Oh, man, they had a shot there, but
they had a shot for it.
Yeah, Oliver tried his best, but Panthers recover.
Yep.
Yeah, and obviously we'll be chatting a lot about that as we get closer here. But past the midway point after tonight,
yep.
So you're jockeying for that seeding. I think we were talking on the way up that as of now, Clinton is the 6th, and it's a 7-team district. So you're trying to stay
Academy is on top.
University Academy, yeah.
Yep.
So as of today, and of course, one would have the bye.
One would have the bye, and 2 would play 7.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have lots of time to
Yeah, absolutely.
break that all down here. So,
It looks like they are going to go for victory formation
yep.
with 1:14 left to play. Taking a knee. Shows a little class right there. 33-18 is going to end up being your final score from right here, as it is the Panthers in the victory formation. One timeout left by the Cardinals, but don't believe they're going to take it.
Just one of those kind of strange games, Doug. I mean, really, it's a game that's almost, it's kind of a game you felt like was closer than the final score is going to indicate, because Cardinals right in at halftime, 19-12, but just didn't have the ball a lot second half. Oak Grove executed. They took time off the clock, limited Clinton's possessions, and that combined with the field goal kicking. I mean, again, you go back and you take those 4 field goals away in the first half, Clinton would definitely be right in it, could possibly be tied, but they did just enough with their offense in the second half, couple touchdowns, and Cardinals got one late in the second half, but just was not enough tonight.
And they frustrated Oak Grove.
They did, yeah. They played even first half, no doubt. Defense, positive things tonight, forcing those 3 turnovers. Just a couple mistakes for Clinton offensively in the second half, and you combine that with not enough possessions, and you end up falling tonight. But I think against a conference opponent, you feel like for a half you were right there. But I mentioned it at halftime. This Clinton team, they're still trying to figure out how to get 4 quarters. You know, they play that half, but to put a full game together, I think that's still the hump that Coach Mowry wants to see this team clear.
And I think we got it down to a couple of players. Who you think is going to be our Compass Health Network player of the game?
Yeah, I think I got to go with Barnhart. I mean, again, 5 catches, couple nice routes, and I had him down for 6 tackles unofficially. So pretty good night's work for him. But you know, you could go with Goff. He had a good night too, I think, on both sides.
Yep, that was the 2 I had it down
Yeah,
to.
and so take your pick there. But definitely some more positives, and definitely I think some improvement from last week. Again, you had a little more consistent offense, I think, than last week against Pleasant Hill. I know Coach Mowry hates to give up 33 points.
Absolutely.
You know, anytime you're giving up 30, 40 points, that's a lot, but still yet, you put some drives together. There were some drives that you just didn't quite finish, but I just still think the key to success is trying to finish a game and put 4 quarters together, because that's what you got to be able to do to win a game.
A quick reminder, though, 12 of those were on the foot of
Yeah.
Diego.
Perez, yeah, no doubt. I mean, I said it a minute ago. I think if you take that away, we're even right now, maybe still playing, and maybe Clinton's even ahead. So that was a weapon for them, no doubt. But they did, I think Oak Grove played a little better offensively in the second half. I felt like they executed better, and again, were able to put 2 touchdowns up. And that was kind of the extra firepower they needed to get over the top.
Well, again, I think they're looking for what they need to find going into district play. That's where you want to peak. Kevin and I have talked about this before.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah.
That's where you want to peak, and that's what they're heading for. I think they found some weapons tonight in Goth, and they have definitely found, hopefully going to get Wilson back next week and make a whole lot of difference. You're going to have a fun time in Versailles.
I think so. And Versailles is a game you feel like they definitely can win.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel pretty confident in saying that because this Oak Grove team beat them 40-0. So if you compare that, and Clinton played tough with this Oak Grove team for a half, you know, you never know. You got to play the game, but they did beat Versailles last year. So I think going in, that's a game you feel like when the game's kicked off, you know you've got a chance to realistically win that ball game. So that'd be big. You know, Cardinals 0-5 now, but definitely will have a shot next week.
Well, thank you, folks, for joining us on the Radford Media app here tonight from Oak Grove. Doug Neff with Spencer Edwards, Aiden Jones here, saying thank you for joining us. Don't forget our great sponsors, including Compass Health and Network and Clayton's Heartfelt In-Home Care. Great folks with C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. Greg Smith Ford, Integrity Floors, and Hawthorne Bank. Join Dustin and Spencer next week as we'll be broadcasting from Versailles. 33-18, your final score from Oak Grove.
Your health matters, and so does your choice of provider. If you or a loved one rely on Medicaid, turn to Compass Health Network for compassionate care. From mental health services to primary care, pediatrics to dental, we're dedicated to meeting your needs. And if you're facing a mental health crisis, we're here to support you every step of the way. You can find the closest Compass Health Network location at compasshealthnetwork.org. Your well-being is our priority. Call us today, 844-853-8936.